Students, today we will learn about Excel formulas and functions. Formulas and functions play a crucial role in performing simple and complex calculations on the data. MS Excel holds a wide range of formulas and functions that are easy to use and can give accurate results when delivering results quickly and effectively. This chapter takes you through some basic formula, including constructing simple arithmetic and text formulas, understanding the all-important topic of operators, copying and pasting formulas using cell and sheet references. Organizations use Excel for storing a massive amount of data. They use these Excel sheets to calculate their profits and losses they had incurred in a financial year. We can also use these formulas and functions to make a simple calculation like calculating total marks scored in different tests, calculating average marks scored in different tests. Formulas and functions can work on a few cells to a range of cells. Before we start using formulas and function, let's first understand the difference between them. You can do this by creating formulas that perform calculations and produce results. This chapter takes you through some formula basics, including constructing simple, arithmetic, and text formulas, understanding the all-important topic of operator precedence, copying and moving worksheet formulas, and making formulas easier to build and read by taking advantage of range names. Okay, now we will talk about Excel formulas. Most worksheets are created to provide answers to specific questions. What is the company's profit? Are expenses over or under budget, and by how much? What is the future value of an investment? How big will an employee bonus will be this year? You can answer these questions and an infinite number of others by using Excel formulas. All Excel formulas have the same general structure, an equal sign, followed by one or more operands, which can be values, cell references, ranges, range names, or function names, separated by one or more operators, which are symbols that combine the operands in some way, such as the plus sign and the greater than sign. Input modes. Excel has three different input modes that determine how it interprets certain keystrokes and mouse actions. When you type the equal sign to begin the formula, Excel goes into enter mode, which is the mode you use to enter text, such as the formula's operands and operators. If you press any keyboard navigation key, such as page up, page down, or any arrow key, or if you click any other cell in the worksheet, Excel enters point mode. This is the mode you use to select a cell or range as a formula operand. If you press F2, Excel enters edit mode, which is the mode you use to make changes to the formula. For example, when you are in edit mode, you can use the left and right arrow keys to move the cursor to another part of the formula for deleting or inserting characters. You can also enter edit mode by clicking anywhere within the formula. Press F2 to return to enter mode. After you have entered a formula, you might need to return to it to make changes. Excel gives you three ways to enter edit mode and make changes to a formula in the selected cell. Press F2. Double-click the cell. Use the formula bar to click anywhere inside the formula text. Excel divides formulas into four groups: arithmetic, comparison, text, and reference. Each group has its own set of operators, and you use each group in different ways. Difference between formulas and functions. A formula is an equation designed by a user in Excel, while a function is a predefined calculation in the spreadsheet application. The following image will bring more clarity to the difference. Let's now quickly learn different rules that we need to follow while entering formulas in a cell. Rules for entering formulas in cells are given below. Select the cell in which you want to enter the formula. Number 1. Type an equal sign to tell Excel that you are entering a formula. 2. Type the formula's operands and operators. 3. Press enter to confirm the formula. Let us learn about formulas in Excel. Arithmetic formulas. Arithmetic formulas are by far the most common type of formula. They combine numbers, cell addresses, and function results with mathematical operators to perform calculations. The following table summarizes the mathematical operators used in arithmetic formulas. Most of these operators are straightforward, but the exponential operator might require further explanation. The formula x, exponential y, means that the value x is raised to the power y. For example, the formula 3 exponential 2 produces the result 9. That is 3 into 3 equals to 9. Similarly, the formula 2 exponential 4 produces 16. That is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 equals to 16. Using comparison formulas. A comparison formula is a statement that compares two or more numbers, text strings, cell contents, or function results. If the comparison statement evaluates to true, the result of the formula is given the logical value true. If the comparison statement evaluates to false, the formula returns the logical value false, which is equivalent to 0. Table summarizes the operators you can use in comparison formulas. Using text formulas. The two types of formulas that we discussed in the previous sections, arithmetic formulas and comparison formulas, calculate or make comparisons and return values. A text formula, on the other hand, is a formula that returns text. Text formulas use the ampersand and operator to work with the text cells, text strings enclosed in quotation marks, and text function results. One way to use text formulas is to concatenate text strings. For example, if you enter the formula equal to double quote in yep, double quote close, and double quote in education, double quote close into a cell, Excel displays yep, education. Note that the quotation marks and the ampersand aren't shown in the result. You can also use ampersand to combine cells that contain text. For example, if A1 contains the text yep and B1 contains education, entering the formula equals to A1 and B1 returns yep education. Using reference formulas. The reference operators combine two cell references or ranges to create a single joint reference. The following table summarizes the operators you can use in reference formulas. Cell reference. With cell reference, you can use the data in different parts of the worksheet. We can refer a cell with its address. This means that the cell address in the formula is known as the cell reference. There are three types of cell references. Relative reference. When you copy or move the formula to other cells, the reference cell automatically gets changed. Example, if the formula in A5 is equal to A1 plus A2, and when you copy the formula from A3 to C3, Excel automatically changes the reference cell address to match the location of cells, that is C1 plus C2. Follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell C11 in which formula equals to sum bracket in C3 is to C10 bracket close is written. In the clipboard group, click on the copy button. Step 2. Select cell D11. In the clipboard group, click on the paste button. Note that D11 has a cell reference from D3 to D10 instead of C3 to C10. Absolute reference. Sometimes we want that even after copying and pasting a formula in another cell, the address of the cell in the formula should not change. This can be achieved using absolute reference. To make absolute reference work off, add $sign before the column and row number. Let us calculate the use of absolute reference with the same data. Step 1. Select the cell C11. Change the formula in the address bar to equal to sum bracket in $C3 colon $C10 bracket close. Step 2. Select cell C11 and click on the copy button in the clipboard group. Step 3. Select cell D11 and select the Paste button from the clipboard group. Observe the values in the address bar. We can see that the cell reference is still C3 to C10. Mixed reference. Mixed reference is a mix of relative and absolute reference. In this type of reference, either row or column has to remain fixed. Equal to $C11-E $11. Example of mixed reference. Step 1. Add a column in stock with some values. Step 2. Click on cell C12 and type this formula equals to $C11-E $11. Step 3. Copy and paste this formula in cell E12. Observe in the address bar the formula is equal to $C11-E $11. Here the reference to C11 remains the same, but E11 has changed. Cell reference with worksheet. In the worksheet, click on the Sheet 2 button and a new sheet will be added to the workbook. Students, let us see how to use copy-paste option. Step 1. Click on the Sheet 1 tab. Now click on the cell C11 where the sum function is used. Step 2. Copy the formula using Ctrl+C. Step 3. Click on the Sheet 2 tab and click on cell C10. Step 4. Paste the formula using Ctrl+V. Using sheet reference. It uses sheet number, exclamation mark and cell address. For example, sheet 1, exclamatory mark, D4. Step 1. Add sheet 3 to the workbook and type the values how in sheet 3. Step 2. In sheet 3, cell B10, type the following formula equals to 1000 plus sheet 1, exclamatory mark C11. Step 3. Press enter and observe the changes in the values shown in cell B10. In the formula equals to 1000 plus sheet 1, exclamatory mark C11, values from sheet 1, cell C11 is added to 1000. Now we will talk about functions. Functions are pre-designed formulas in Excel to perform simple and complex calculations. Functions eliminate the chance to write incorrect formulas. They accept the arguments and return values. Arguments are input to functions which accept values as numbers or text, etc. The values are given within parentheses. Return values display function output. Rules to enter a function. All Excel functions must begin with equal to sign. Function name must be a valid Excel name. Example, sum, average. Function name must be followed by opening and closing parentheses. Parentheses contain arguments within it. Example, equal to sum bracket in A1 is to AS bracket close. Average function. Step 1. Click on the cell where you want to insert a function. Let us say C11 in sheet 2. Step 2. Click on the Formulas tab and select the Insert Function button. Step 3. The Insert Function dialog box will be shown. Select Average from the list box and click on OK button. Step 4. Drag the mouse pointer to cell D6. Formula bar or the cell E6 will display equal to average, bracket in C6 is 206 bracket close. Step 6. Type the closing parenthesis symbol. Press the Enter key. The cell E6 will display the calculated result. Let us quickly have a look on chapter review. An Excel formula starts with an equal to sign. To confirm a formula entered in the Excel worksheet, press Enter key. When you type the equal to sign to begin the formula, Excel goes into Enter mode. When you are in point mode, you can use any of the standard range selection techniques. Excel enters edit mode, which is the mode you use to make changes to the formula. Excel gives you 3 ways to enter edit mode. A comparison formula is a statement that compares 2 or more numbers, text strings, cell contents, or function results. Text formulas use the ampersand and operator to work with text cells, text strings. The reference operators combine 2 cell references or ranges to create a single joint reference. The cell address in the formula is known as the cell reference. Absolute reference is used when you do not want to change the address of the cell on copying the formula to another cell. Mixed reference is a combination of relative and absolute reference. Using reference formulas. The reference